So do you also want to add your Google Ads leads into HubSpot CRM automatically? Then give me 10 minutes and I'll show you how to do this. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to automatically add Google Ads leads to HubSpot CRM. So I'm also running a business and I also regularly receive leads from Google Ads. And now what I want is that as soon as we receive a new lead from Google Ads, I want to add the lead details in my HubSpot CRM, so that my sales team can follow up quickly and efficiently. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Google Ads and HubSpot, and we are going to create this connection without doing any programming or coding language, using an amazing automation software which is Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen.
Welcome to my screen, everyone. So let's get started with this setup where we're just going to create a connection between Google Ads and HubSpot CRM. So to do this, I'm just going to open a new tab and I'm just going to look for the landing page of Pabbly Connect simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. Now it is opening the landing page of Pabbly Connect, using which we're going to create a connection between Google Ads and HubSpot CRM. But before we move on further, I'll just show you something really helpful. This is the Pabbly community where automation users, business owners, and marketers connect. Pabbly community is a space where users share their ideas, workflow tips, doubts, and solutions. So if you are the one who is stuck at any step, the community can be a great resource for guidance. And if you also want to join this amazing community, the link is given in the description box below. Make sure to check it out. Alright, I'm just going to go back towards this landing page of Pabbly Connect to create this automation, or you can see connection between Google Ads and HubSpot CRM. So to do this, I'm just going to open the landing page of Pabbly Connect, and over here I'm just going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can simply click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here, I am an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button which says sign in. And now it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over you're going to see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm simply going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connects account. And once I'm just going to click on this access, now it is going to open the dashboard of my Pabbly Connects account. And to get started, I'm just going to simply click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me to select the workflow builder. So we have two options, the new one and the classic one. So the new workflow builder is faster, flexible, and ideal for those who want a modern interface, while the classic one on the other hand is stable, has a familiar approach, and ideal for those who want a tried and tested setup. So you can use any one from this. I'm just going to use this new one, so I'm just going to go towards the select of the new one. So now I'm just going to simply enter the workflow name right over here, which is automatically add new leads in HubSpot CRM from Google Ads. And now it is asking me for the folder, so I'm just going to simply select the folder right over here in which I want to save this workflow. So on my dashboard, you can see multiple folders which I've already created in which I save my workflows. So if you also want to create a new folder, you can simply go towards this create new folder button and create your own. I've already created many, so I'm just going to simply save my workflow in one of these only, which is automations. And now I'm just going to simply click on this button which says create. And once I'm just going to click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens, and action means do this. So by this, you can understand that the trigger starts the process while the actions are results towards the same. Alright, so to start this, I'm just going to simply select my trigger application. So I'm just going to go towards this add trigger. And now for the trigger application, I'm just going to simply select it as Google Ads. So I'm just going to search for Google Ads right over here. And as you can see the same, so I'm simply going to select it. And now for the trigger event, I'm just going to simply select it as new lead form entry and click on this connect. And now it has given me a webhook URL using which we're going to create a connection between Google Ads and Pabbly Connect. So I'm just going to simply copy this webhook URL URL, then I'm just going to simply open my Google Ads. So as you can see that over here, I've simply added this lead form, and I'm just going to add this webhook URL in this lead form only. So as you can see that I've simply selected all of these details to create the form. Now I'm just going to move on further. We're going to see lead delivery options. We have to go towards this, and now it is asking me for the webhook URL. So we are simply going to paste the webhook URL, and then for the key, let's say I'm just going to simply enter a key and click on this send test data. And now it is saying test data sent. So with this, we have successfully did the test submission and added the webhook URL. So I'm just going to open my workflow, and over here Pabbly is going to capture the response. And as you can see that Pabbly has successfully captured the response. Over here Pabbly has captured the company name, the city, the email address, the phone number, and the first name, last name. So as you can see that we have captured these test details because I have not created a campaign in my Google Ads still. This is a test campaign only. But if you're running a live campaign in Google Ads, automatically you're going to receive the live lead details right over here. And with this, we have successfully completed our trigger step, which is Google Ads. And now I'm just going to move on further and add these lead details in my HubSpot CRM. So to do this, I'm just going to add another action step. And now for the action application, I'm just going to simply select it as HubSpot right over here. And now for the action event, I'm just going to select it as create a contact and click on this connect. Now in order to connect my HubSpot CRM, I'm just going to go towards this add a new connection and then connect with HubSpot CRM. And now after selecting this connect with HubSpot CRM, Pabbly is going to ask me to choose an account in which I want to add the lead details. So I'm just going to simply choose the account right over here and click on this choose account button. And once I'm just going to click on this choose account, automatically my HubSpot CRM is connected with Pabbly Connect. And now it's asking me for many details. So I'm just going to only fill in the details which are required or which I want to enter, like this city. So as you can see that we have successfully received this city in the response of our previous step, and I'm just going to simply enter it. But I'm not going to enter it manually by typing it like this, but instead I'm just going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And when we insert the data from the previous step, automatically our data turns dynamic and change with every new response received. So I'm just going to simply map this string value right over here. I'm just going to map this city, the company name. As I've mentioned that I'm only going to map the details which are required. So I'm just going to simply map this email address. Now I'm just going to move on further. I'm just going to simply look for the first name and last name and map these details too. So I'm just going to simply look for the first name, and as you can see the same, so I'm simply going to map this first name right over here. Now I'm just going to move on further. I'm just going to simply map the last name too. I'm just going to look for last name, and as you can see the last name, so I'm just going to simply map the last name too. So I'm just going to simply look for last name and map it, and same I'm just going to do with the phone number too. I'm just going to look for the phone number, and we're going to see the phone number, so I'm simply going to map the phone number right over here. And after mapping the details which are required, I'm just going to move on further and click on this save and send test request. If you wish, you can fill in more details too according to your own choice. And now we have received the positive response that we have successfully added these lead details in our HubSpot CRM. Alright, so I'm just going to open my HubSpot, and I'm just going to see that automatically these contact details have been added. You're going to see the full name, you're going to see the email address and the phone number. So over here, you're going to see that we have successfully added the Google Ad lead details right over here in our HubSpot CRM. And with this, we have successfully completed our workflow. And now whenever we're going to receive a new lead from entry from Google Ads, automatically the details will be captured right over here in my workflow, and automatically a contact will be created in my HubSpot CRM. So all of this is going to happen in backend. We don't have to come back and again to our workflow to click on save and send test request. So yes, now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching.
So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. So now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.